Hey guys, it's Saving Life Mattered, and it's Joseph David, and I am back. Today we want to talk about those four elements: physical, go to the gym, go for a jog, do some push ups, do something physical. Now we want to go to the spiritual, we want to meditate, we want to pray, we want to track something that's beautiful. So focus on what you're thinking about and do some type of meditation or don't think at all. That's what saves your mind from going into overdrive. Now, do something emotional. Tell somebody thank you. Just say thank you for what they're doing for you, or just give somebody a hug, give somebody a kiss. Tell them that you love them. Tell that pretty woman over there that you always wanted to say something to. Say, ooh wee, you are looking so good today. And you want to know something? Don't forget about your mental side. Mental, mental, mental. Your mental clarity and the mental side is what is 100% these days and what will be the determining factor whether you get stepped on or whether you allow someone or something to do something to you or standing up for yourself. But learning is living and living is learning. So mental is so important. And with those four elements, you guys, we can have a great day. And today, I'm going to be honest with you, I did not make it to the physical side of my day. So I'm a little worn out from yesterday. I'm a little worn out from going through what I would call trying to fix my credit and trying to figure out how the college that I went to did not give me the correct graduation or certification papers, which then makes me have to pay back a certain federal loan, and which adds on to more debt. And then I realized, wait a second, there's a lot of discrimination for disabled people. And if I'm deemed permanently disabled, which so be it, I am, and I was struck by a train on foot, if you guys don't remember. Think about it. They want to do back to work ticket programs, which just does quote unquote soft skills. It's a soft skill setting and it basically helps you with resumes. And I find that a little disturbing that that's all there is to offer people that have disabilities that want to go back to work and that want to have education and a better career and a more success in their life because they can't do the things they used to do. And for me, I was a chef and I'm incapable of standing for that period of a long time to be able to do what I used to love to do. I mean, I can do it recreationally from here to there, but as a job and a career, it's just impossible for my leg to be able to handle that. So, with my whole point being, is if I'm deemed permanently disabled and they go ahead and say they write off whatever student loans I have because of that. Wow, that's something really cool. That's great. You know that? That's awesome. However, now where does that leave me for Title IV? And where does that leave me or anybody else who's disabled the ability to get student funding and a student loan? They say it's not there for at least 4 years. That's what I'm told. So somebody who's disabled, is that discrimination? Is that neglect on the government's end, or is it something I should be grateful for? I'm kind of mixed in between the two because sure, I'm grateful that you want to write my loans off if I am deemed permanently disabled, but am I pissed off that you're not going to give me another loan to go back to school? Which one would you guys want? What would you want? Would you want to have the opportunity to get another student loan so you wouldn't have to sit on your ass all day and do nothing? Or would you want the opportunity to actually get funding to go back to school? Well, for me, it's I want to go back to school. So we're going to see how it goes. The FOSTA application, they want me to consolidate my loan, which is fine. That's fair enough. But if they deem me permanently disabled and they write it off, then I lose my Title IV ability to qualify for a student loan. And I find that very disturbing. I find that unacceptable, and I find that there needs to be some changes in that. I could be wrong, you guys, so if you guys have any other answers or any advice for me, or if you guys know anything different, please let me know. But remember, I'm trying to stand up for not only myself, but for other people that are disabled, that want to do things for themselves and that want to have a better life. And I'm worn out. My eyes are, they're just worn out from going all day looking for a loan, just a loan, so I can afford my health care, because I'm still having to pay out of my pocket for prescription medication and for specialists that I still haven't even completely been able to go see. So I'm going through it, you guys. And somebody who's been struck by a train, I really find it, I put myself in certain situations, and I do see the side to where my family wants to say, well, you were struck by a train and certain things happened in your life and you have done certain things to cause certain things. Well, the truth of the matter is what really happened that night, and what is the truth, and what was really being done, and what is still being done, and what is the government really doing. Because the DEA, the CIA, the FBI, and the Men in Black, and the AAF, American, the Air Force, they are doing some very high, very modern, very high-tech experimentations. And, you know, they're going to target family members, they're going to target loved ones of yours. And it's the saddest part about it is they're going for people that they can go for, that they want to be able to discredit. And those are people that are SAMHSA. And SAMHSA does stand for mental health and substance abuse. And in the past, I suffered from addiction. I'm a recovered person now. However, they had chosen to target me, and I know of I have a few close people that I know for a fact are going through something similar. But for me to try to stop what they were doing to me, it's sad, because it did involve a train accident. And if it had to be a train that was going to stop what the government was doing by experimenting on human beings, and that's human beings who have a weakness and that can be discredited, what on earth? Why do you think they're doing that? And why would I be saying this if it didn't happen? And I'm losing everything. I'm losing my family. I'm losing friends. I can't even tell a doctor what's really going on, because they will check me in and they will put me up for evaluation, and they already have. And the psychiatrist said, "It sounds like someone's talking to you right now." Is mind invasive technology real? Yes, it is. Is it all over the internet these days? Yes, it is. Is having your brain hacked real? I would say, yes, it is. And are foreign countries doing this? I would definitely say so. And is our country doing this to our own citizens? That's the question, because I believe they are. And the reason why is because they can choose the weak and the suppressed and the people that they think don't have a voice. And you know what? Things are changing because somebody does have a voice now. Somebody is going to be an advocate for what he should have spoke about a long time ago. Because anybody who stands in front of a train to get something to stop because of what the government had done and who they choose to do this to, they chose the wrong person, and they came to the wrong town. In Indian River County and Vero Beach, I know of other people who have similar things going on, and it's not stopping. So what are we going to do about it? We're going to get the federal government to declassify information on experimentation on human research subjects. That's right. The CIA is still there, and the CIA are still experimenting on human beings. And they are picking the people who can be used and said that it's, what is that? Someone wanted to say, are you on drugs? That's what I was asked by somebody when I said and mentioned something to them before. And you want to know the crazy part? No, it's not. But the government chose certain people for a reason. And they're going to find out they chose the wrong one. And they're going to find out that there is a way to advocate this, and there's a way to stop it. And unfortunately, whoever's going to be going into the United States military, you guys are going to have to know that you're going to be signing a contract. And the contract is going to be they're going to use some type of telekinetics. They're going to use some type of telekinesis, and they're going to use they're going to use communications in a way where you don't need a wire, you don't need anything. They're going to use such a low sound frequency, but it's going to be to the point where they can manipulate, and they're going to do it in such a way where they can persuade and almost wash your decision, but they can make your decision on the target you want to choose to kill. And that's pretty much what they do as is, because when Sergeant General or the President of the United States or the Secretary or General of whatever, the military says it's a green light, yeah, that's basically you got orders to do and pull the trigger. But when somebody automatically makes you into a robotic type of soldier, and your mind is taken over and you're pulling a trigger and it's to kill somebody, you might want to think twice before you register into the Army, because this new mind invasive technology and this new brain hacking and this new modern era of what the digital world can do is so dangerous, and it's so real. And I'm going to tell you, if you keep watching my channel, I'm going to share with you the things that have been done to me, and I'm going to show you proof, and I'm going to give you the proof, and we're going to go through this journey together, because there's a lot of people that don't believe what I'm talking about. But then there's going to be a lot of people that are going to find out in the future. You're not going to forget my name. You're not going to forget what I'm telling you, because what I'm telling you is that there's people of certain interest, special interest, that the government has in, or foreign countries have in. And it's what they do is they target you, they go after you, and they build an AI, they build an algorithm. They build an algorithm of your mind, but they do it in such a manner to where they use psycho torment, they use psycho torture, and they use low frequency sound stimulating voice technology. And they can literally use energy that is so strong and radiating. And it's coming from these new underground power line grids connected with the above power line grids and these new satellites that Elon Musk put off. And they are geometrically put up into outer space. And the way they're doing it is crazy. And yes, war is going to be in outer space. We already know that the new modern day world is war is going to be all in outer space. But the worst part of this is that movie I, Robot, and the movies that they're making and the movies that they made in the past, there's a lot more to those movies, and the future is a lot more scarier than you think. And after I was struck by a train, and after what they did to me, keep following my channel. Keep following my channel. But my main thing and my main focus was those 4 elements today. The 4 elements. And the fact that disability, there's not really many options for you to have a way to succeed or a way to enhance your way of living educationally. They just want to pay off your funds, unless I'm missing something here. Because I can't get financial aid. I know that. And I'm trying. And I'm still on 522, you guys. During a pandemic, nothing's changing. And I want you to keep following. I want you guys to follow me on Facebook under Joseph David Barkus, and I want you guys to follow me on Instagram under Joseph David Barkus. Follow me. Check out my journey to recovery. I'm going to be going into different types of subjects, and I'm going to be changing my channel into different types of categories. So with that being said, I'm not trying to go all over the place, you guys. However, you guys need to know the truth out there, and the truth is that you never know when your mind is going to be taken over, and it is happening in the United States, and it's been happening for a long time. It's been happening for such a long time, it's crazy. But I'm going to be the first one to tell you that by doing this without a contract and without being told, somebody might think it's psychosis, and somebody might think it's drug related. Somebody might think it has something to do with addiction or mental health. Well, I'll tell you what, it gives somebody mental health, and it makes somebody have mental health issues. And doing that to somebody is the most heinous, most worst crime you could do to somebody in their own country. Doing it, shame on you, United States of America, because the truth is coming out. And being struck by a train on foot didn't have to happen. It didn't have to happen to this person, and it's not going to happen to another person because of what you guys are doing. And you guys need to come forward. We need to declassify that information, and we need to do it immediately. Immediately, we need to declassify that information. With that being said, you guys, I'm going to share some facts with you on my next video that will blow your mind. I'm going to sit down with the sheriff's department, and I'm going to be sitting down with the city, and we are going to move forward with some things that they didn't think I was going to move forward with. And you know what? It's time for this county to wake up. It's time for some of my family members to realize the truth is coming out. The truth is coming out, and nobody is the right to do what they had done. And it's never was funny. It's actually one of the sickest things in the world. And they picked the wrong person, they picked the wrong town, and we're going to change this, you guys. We're going to change this for the people who have been taken advantage of, the people who thought that they had mental health issues, but were experimented on by the government, and then were forced into being persuaded into doing things and being controlled into doing things. It's real, you guys. The future is getting really scary, and I'm going to tell you who you're talking to. This is going to be a part of history. What I'm going to be telling you is going to be in the history books. It will be in the history books. But I'm going to tell you before it gets to the history books, because I'm making history by making this channel. So you guys keep following me. Realize that this is real. I'm covering so many different subjects, so I'm going to open up a couple more channels, and I'm going to be a little bit more organized about what I'm focusing on, so you guys aren't looking at this like, what is he trying to do? We're going to do a few different things, you guys. We're going to do a few different channels, so bear with me, okay? You guys have a great day. Watch out for the government and what they're doing. They want you to think that it's about population control and this and that. You guys have no idea what they're spraying on you. You guys have no idea what they really did with COVID-19 and how they really wanted to actually use COVID-19 to try to track not only terrorists, however, they wanted to do a census. And Trump, you wanted to kick out a lot of, you call them aliens? They're not aliens. This country was made off of, it was made off of freedom, and the Statue of Liberty, and people coming into this country. Everybody has the right to be in this country. And population control, COVID-19, and what the government's doing is sick. It is disgusting. And we are going to keep this channel moving because of the FOICA, however you pronounce that. That's the Freedom of Act of Information. And whatever I'm telling you guys, I am not a professional. I don't have a PhD. But you know what? This is just my experience. It's not my opinion. This is my experience, you guys. This is what the truth is. And this is where the truth lies. And this is where it's going to get really interesting. And this is where it's going to get really sick when you find out why I got struck by this train. So my experience and my strength and my hope will be shared on this channel. However, don't ever forget that this is my experience. This is what I'm going through, and this is what I'm sharing with you. So with that being said, you guys stay posted for my next video. Please go to my GoFundMe. Please go to my Facebook. Please go and help Saving a Life Mattered. We are trying to make mental health awareness more real. We are trying to make recovered more real. And we call it recovered because going into a hospital and be discriminated of and not getting proper services because they think that you're an addict, because they break HIPAA automatically, because they bust your records out and they want to look at it and say, oh, well, this guy's come in here before and he asked for this, or if he's been on this, then he's automatically subjected to that. That's against constitutional rights, you guys. And discriminations in hospitals for people with addiction. And I don't want to call it addiction. It's called recovered. And if you guys are suffering through addiction, you can get through it. You can get through it, and you need to get through it, especially after what the government's capable of doing today. So with that being said, you guys, I'm going to let you go. Stay tuned. It's going to get so interesting, and it's going to get so real that it's going to be scary, but it's going to want to intrigue you. And what I'm going to tell you, it's going to scare you, but it will be the truth because it's my experience and it's going to be what I've been through. So I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you. Saving a Life Mattered. Go to Joseph David Barkus. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram. You guys comment below. Hit like. If you guys are experiencing any kind of discrimination in hospitals, if you guys are experiencing any kind of this kind of technology, or been any kind of brain hacking, is real. They're really doing it, you guys. That's the truth. And you want to know why? Because they're trying and they experimented on the wrong one. And now the right one is speaking up, and I'm going to do it for all the ones that can't. So you guys have a good one.